AI music generator that doesn't sound robotic, emotional. When algorithms learn to tug your heartstrings. For decades, the phrase computer music conjured images of sterile bleeps, bloops, and melodies that sounded like a fax machine trying desperately to sing opera. It was the sonic equivalent of watching a robot attempt ballet in galoshes. Technically impressive in its own way, perhaps, but fundamentally lacking soul. The dream of machines composing music that resonated on a deeply human, emotional level felt like science fiction. Enter the new generation, AI music generators that don't sound robotic, emotional. This isn't just a tech upgrade. It's a quiet revolution in creativity, accessibility, and the very definition of artistry, sprinkled with a healthy dose of the absurd. The tin-ear era, when robots sang like, well, robots. Remember the early days? MIDI sequences rigidly quantized to the grid, synthetic strings that buzzed like angry hornets, drum patterns repeating with the soulless precision of a metronome possessed by a minor demon of boredom. Early AI music attempts often amplified these flaws. They could churn out chord progressions statistically likely to work or mimic surface-level patterns of Bach or the Beatles. But the result felt like a meticulously crafted forgery, technically correct, emotionally void. It was music generated by spreadsheets, lacking the messy, glorious imperfections of human experience. The slight hesitation before a poignant note, the breath between phrases, the subtle crescendo born of feeling rather than calculation. Try to get emotional depth from these systems was like asking a toaster to write a sonnet about existential dread. You might get something resembling words about heat and darkness, but it wouldn't make you feel the abyss. The uncanny valley of music was very real. Compositions that were almost human but veered unsettlingly into robotic territory, leaving listeners vaguely creeped out rather than moved. It was less ode to joy and more ode to a malfunctioning dial-up modem. The humanizing tech, teaching algorithms to feel, or at least fake it really well. The shift towards emotionally resonant AI music isn't magic. It's a fascinating cocktail of advanced technologies and a deeper understanding of what makes music move us. 1. Deep Learning's data feast. Modern models, like sophisticated transformer architectures, cousins of those powering ChatGPT, don't just analyze notes. They devour massive datasets of human-composed music, absorbing not just the pitches and rhythms, but the context. They learn the intricate relationship between a slow, descending cello line and melancholy, the euphoric lift of a major key modulation, the driving tension of a syncopated rhythm. They start to grasp the musical language of emotion. 2. Beyond notes, capturing the grit. Crucially, these systems now focus on the elements between the notes. Microtiming, the imperceptible push and pull against the beat that gives music human groove and feeling. A rushed note conveying urgency, a delayed note suggesting hesitation or longing. Dynamics, the nuance swells and fades in volume. The whisper that draws you in, the roar that overwhelms. Articulation, the attack of a note, sharp and staccato versus soft and legato. The vibrato adding warmth or tension, the slides, portamento, that smooth transitions or evoke yearning. Timbre evolution, how the sound changes over the duration of a note. The initial brightness of a plucked string fading into warmth, the breathiness entering a sustained vocal note. 3. Emotion as a parameter. This is the real game changer. Users can now input emotional descriptors directly: joyful, bittersweet nostalgia, cinematic tension, romantic yearning. The AI doesn't just compose music, it composes mood. It searches its vast learned associations to structure melodies, harmonies, rhythms, and textures that statistically correlate with the requested feeling. It's like having a mood ring that composes symphonies instead of just changing color. 4. Style fusion and evolution. Want Baroque counterpoint meets synthwave existential dread? Or bluegrass banjo battling a melancholic AI choir in a cathedral? New AI generators thrive on stylistic collision and evolution. They can start in one genre and seamlessly morph into another dictated by the emotional arc, creating genuinely novel soundscapes that still feel coherent and intentional. The wins, an occasional hilarious fails emotion unleashed. The results can be astonishingly effective. The film composer's sketchpad. An independent filmmaker needs a tense, minimalist underscore for a crucial scene. Instead of expensive session musicians or sifting through generic libraries, they prompt an AI. Minimalist, high tension, sparse piano, and deep cello drones, feeling of impending doom, heartbeat pulse. In minutes, they have a draft capturing the exact emotional weight, ready for refinement. Emotional win. The gamer's dynamic soundtrack. Adaptive game soundtracks that shift seamlessly based on player actions aren't new, but AI takes it deeper. Imagine exploring a serene forest, peaceful, ambient woodwinds, gentle harp, when suddenly hidden enemies attack. The music doesn't just switch to battle theme. It transforms. The peaceful melody fragments. The tempo accelerates with panic, dissonant strings shriek, capturing the player's shock and adrenaline surge in real time. Emotional immersion. The therapeutic soundscape. Music therapists and individuals use AI to generate personalized calming sequences. Gentle, flowing, warm pads, slow tempo, feeling of safety, or tracks to process grief. Slow, minor key, solo cello, spacious, reflective. Emotional support. The hyper-personalized playlist. Beyond genre. Imagine playlists generated based on your current mood or desired state. Music to help process this weird Tuesday afternoon feeling of restless melancholy mixed with caffeine jitters. Emotional mirror. But let's be real, the comedy is inevitable. Teaching algorithms emotion is messy, and the results aren't always profound. Sometimes they're downright hilarious. The overly literal maestro. Ask for joyful, and you might get something resembling a hyperactive carnival on speed, complete with kazoos and glockenspiels cranked. 211. Inducing panic rather than pleasure. Request romantic and risk drowning in a tsunami of saccharine strings and harp glissandos so thick it could give you a cavity. Subtlety is a learned skill. Genre collision catastrophes. Smooth jazz meets Norwegian black metal might sound intriguing in theory, but the AI's earnest attempt could produce saxophone solos punctuated by unintelligible guttural growls over blast beats, creating confusion more than fusion. Is it relaxing? Is it terrifying? It's Schrodinger's playlist. The uncanny valley of vocals. AI singing the blues while instrumental generation is leaping ahead. AI-generated vocals aiming for raw emotion often land in the uncanny valley. An AI trying to belt out a soulful ballad about heartbreak might sound like a very advanced GPS system having an existential crisis mid-navigation. The intent for emotion is there. The execution is robotic. Irony alert. Misinterpreted moods. Compose something for a lonely astronaut watching Earth from afar. The AI might deliver haunting beauty or accidentally create a jaunty, upbeat tune suitable for a zero-gravity disco, completely missing the profound isolation. Context remains tricky. Why this matters? More than just novelty. Beyond the novelty and the laughs, emotionally intelligent AI music generation has profound implications. 1. Democratizing emotional soundtracks. High-quality, emotionally tailored music is no longer the exclusive domain of those with massive budgets or years of training. Indie creators, therapists, educators, and even individuals processing personal experiences can access powerful sonic tools. 2. Augmenting human creativity, not replacing it. This tech shines as a collaborator and inspiration engine. A human composer can generate 50 bittersweet piano sketches, ideas in an hour, cherry-picking intriguing fragments to develop into a masterpiece. It breaks creative blocks and accelerates the exploration of emotional palettes. 3. New forms of expression. AI can generate emotional textures and combinations humans might not intuitively conceive, pushing the boundaries of musical language. What does digital nostalgia sound like? Or algorithmic serenity? We're only beginning to explore. 4. Accessibility and personalization. For individuals with specific emotional or cognitive needs, AI can generate bespoke soundscapes for focus, relaxation, or emotional regulation in ways pre-recorded music cannot match. 5. The mirror on humanity. To teach a machine emotion through music, we must dissect and quantify it ourselves. This process forces us to understand the building blocks of our own emotional responses to sound on a deeper level. What exactly makes a melody sad? It's a fascinating feedback loop. The future symphony. Where do we go from here? The trajectory is clear. AI music will get more emotionally sophisticated, nuanced, and contextually aware. We can expect hyper-realistic AI performers, virtual instruments, and voices indistinguishable from human players in their expressiveness, complete with simulated musical mistakes that add character. Real-time biofeedback integration. Music that adapts instantly to your heart rate, stress levels, or even brainwaves, creating a truly symbiotic emotional soundscape. Deeper narrative understanding. AI that doesn't just understand sad, but understands the specific kind of sadness in a scene, grief, regret, loneliness, world weariness, and composes accordingly. Ethical composition partners. AI that can flag potential cultural insensitivity in musical choices or suggest alternatives, acting as a creative ethics advisor. The encore. Soulfulness is a human choice. The arrival of genuinely emotional, non-robotic AI music is thrilling, empowering, and occasionally absurd. It challenges our notions of creativity and artistry. But here's the crucial point. The AI doesn't feel. It brilliantly simulates the sonic signatures of human emotion learned from countless examples. It's a mirror reflecting our collective musical soul back at us. The soulfulness, the true emotional resonance, ultimately comes from us, the human prompting the AI, selecting the output, integrating it into a film, a game, a therapy session, or just listening in the quiet of their room. The AI is the brush. We're the painters of feeling. It composes the notes. We provide the meaning. So, the next time you hear an AI-generated piece that sends a shiver down your spine or brings an unexpected tear to your eye, laugh at the sheer improbability of it. Marvel at the technological feat, but also recognize the profound human achievement embedded within the machine. The vast ocean of human emotion, pain, joy, and creativity that was poured into its training data. The AI music generator that doesn't sound robotic, emotional, isn't just making music. It's playing back the echoes of the human heart, filtered through silicon, reminding us that even in the age of algorithms, the most powerful instrument remains our own capacity to feel. And sometimes that realization is both deeply moving and wonderfully, bizarrely funny. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe. It will really help this channel out. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more informative videos coming.